Society will set you up. It's just a matter of time. It doesn't matter if you're from a good background. It doesn't matter whether you have a criminal record or not. It doesn't matter if you are not involved with the wrong crowd. It doesn't matter if you always avoid foul or coarse language. If you always use pleasant words. It doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter if you're a model citizen. Society is designed in such a way that sooner or later it will turn on you and set you up for failure. Straight up, that is the nature of society. So to be 100% adapted to society is a trap. You should always have some leverage apart from society when it comes to economics and finances. The moment you're 100% in line with society, that means you've lost all economic financial leverage, and that means you have no economic relevance whatsoever. And when you lose economic relevance, you lose all relevance in the community. And that's the place where many adults find themselves. When they were in their teens and early 20s, they were excited to graduate, to get their full-time job, to get married, to purchase their first home and all of that. And so when they were approaching 30, they began to realize, hold on a minute. What do we have to say in this thing called society? Oh, hold on a minute. We're all dependent on a 9 to 5. We're all dependent on a paycheck. Even if we have our own businesses, we're dependent on the regulations set up by the government. So it's then that the adults begin to realize, hold on a minute. We don't have anything of our own. All that we have is owed to the system. So they will continue the facade as if they're having their own lives, as if they're mastering all of it. It's all a scam. They are disappointed, they are hurt, they're upset, but they just can't admit it because they invested so much in it. Society will never train you in such a way that you won't need it anymore. Society demands worship, but society is not God. So society needs to trick you into not following God. Even if it's a so-called Christian society, society is all about getting worship at the expense of the people who worship you. So society will always trick you to behave and think in a way that will not serve you on the long run. Why? Because it's then society has a hold on you. Everyone that wants to be accepted by society, everyone that wants to be part of society has to do that. They have to forfeit themselves. If you don't forfeit yourself and allow this thing called society to control you, you are victimized. And in the worst cases, you are murdered by the group. That is the ugly and bitter reality of this thing called society. They don't do open blood sacrifice today anymore. They don't do cannibalistic sacrifices, but they do it in the background. That's how society is. Society is like a malignant narcissist. The moment you demand accountability or something in return for what they expect of you, you're the bad guy, you're the bad woman, then you're the narcissist, and they turn on you because they feel victimized. That's how society is. Every time something goes well for you, society wants tribute. But when things go bad, society blames you and they want anything to do with you. What is that? I'm telling you, society is not your friend. Society will set you up. It's just a matter of time. Even if you only hang around the right people. Society is an enactment of fear on a collective level. So you have adults who don't want to face life, they don't want to follow God, they just want relief. And what happens when you have a multitude of adults all seeking relief? They can't do it. So eventually, frustrations will build up and things will escalate. So to prevent an escalation that will also embarrass all their investments, they want an outlet. And as a member of society, you are expected to join the scapegoating, and if you don't, you may become the victim instantly. And sometimes you're made the victim that everyone dumps upon and you're not even aware of it. And here's the thing. The victimization does not begin when bad times occur. The victimization begins when things are going well. It's because things were going well for so long that you get into cognitive dissonance when suddenly you're victimized by the group because you think, why would they do that to me? I have no record. I'm always polite. I always mind my own business. So why would people allow such bad stuff to happen to me? It's then you will realize that society has set you up. Society made you believe that if you comply with all its expectations, it will look after you and praise you. The opposite is true. Society will be glad that you give in all its expectations, but society will not look after you. Individual human beings in society may look after you, maybe some groups and organizations, but society as a whole will not look after you. Society is a trap, I'm telling you. So stop investing in it and start doing the will of the Heavenly Father. Be at peace.